Hi, this is Mick Elliott from Electronic Specifier. I am on the ARM stand at Embedded World. I'm with Paul Williamson, who is the Senior Vice President IoT line of business at ARM. And ARM have made two big announcements which have been unveiled at the show today. Paul, could you talk us through them?
Sure. So, Mick, we've announced two major products today. We've announced our latest generation of micro NPU. So this is a machine learning accelerator that goes embedded microcontrollers. We had a previous generation U55 and U65, which have been popular in products from companies like NXP and Infineon. And now we're seeing our new generation, which we expect in silicon next year from some of our wider partnership. And it offers 4 times the performance of previous generations with 20% power saving for the same level of performance as the previous generation.
Okay, and what specific applications are you aiming at?
So AI at the edge is becoming used increasingly. One of the key applications for people is video analytics. So we see it used across everything from smart home, things like smart doorbells detecting events and who's arrived versus just leaves blowing in the wind, through to industrial environments where you might use it for sort of fault inspection and detection and monitoring, or even in retail for looking at shelf stacking and fulfillment and so on. So embedded AI is moving to a broad range of these video and camera applications, and those are driving a need for higher and higher performance in products.
I mean, that is one of the characteristics here. You're pushing the performance up the graph, if you like.
Yeah, absolutely. And the world of AI is changing quickly. So we're seeing new types of ML and AI software developed. One of the key technologies behind this performance improvement is a kind of new model called transformer networks. And they are the technology that are behind things like ChatGPT, so these large language models. And that technology is now being deployed for things like video analysis as well. So the Ethos U85 allows you to run those modern networks, but in a deeply embedded microcontroller design.
And this is the family's a scalable family, so
That's right, yeah. So we see it deployed in a range of performance points. So at its smallest end, it might be used for just doing some audio cleanup or sort of a smart microphone, something like that, through to in a high-end performance with 4 tops being used for higher frame rate video applications.
And it's available, well, it's available now?
Yeah, we're licensing it to customers now, and we had 2 key partners, Aleph and Infineon, announce their support for our release today, and we expect it to be deployed more broadly by a wider range of that rich ARM ecosystem of software developers next year.
Okay, and you also launched a reference platform as well, I think, so
right.
Give us some detail on that.
Yeah, so the Corestone 320 is a reference implementation of this, and as I sort of said, one of the major applications is smart cameras. So we take the Ethos U85 and we combine it with our leading microcontroller in the area, the Cortex M85, as well as an image signal processor. So you can clean up the camera input before you pass it to the compute element in the design. And by putting that together in a reference design, it means that companies coming to build silicon for these kind of AI applications at the edge have a faster time to market. And we couple it with software and tool support so that software developers can start to develop for this kind of hardware even before the product's ready. So we have simulations, what we call virtual hardware of the platform, the Corestone 320, available to software developers ahead of the silicon coming to market.
And is that an easy process, an easy platform for the software developers to get to grips with?
Yeah, they'll have the benefit of all the traditional ARM tooling that you see out there, things like Kyle, our sort of software development platform, but also we're making sure that the models plug into common AI development frameworks. So companies like Keekso or Edge Impulse, software tuning tooling companies, are able to target this Ethos product even before it's available in silicon today.
Just going back to the neural processing unit, what have we got in the way of security, which is obviously tremendously important these days?
It is. So ARM has had a long-running sort of focus on security, and our microcontroller platforms have had a trust zone technology embedded within them in the previous generations, and this continues to support that security. The reference Corestone 320 supports what we call Platform Security Architecture Level 2, which is a common standard that we've developed within the industry, which helps people build products that conform with some of the new regulations coming in the EU or the US, and make sure that the data you collect with these devices is kept securely on the device and transmitted securely to the cloud if necessary.
And this is all covered by your PSA?
That's right. So yeah, our PSA certification program is fully supported by the platform that we're announcing, and out of the box you can qualify at level 2, but you can also implement it with other ARM IP to go for higher or lower levels of security. So yeah, it's an ongoing focus for us.
Okay, Paul Williamson from ARM, thank you very much.
Very good to speak to you, thank you.